What's up, everybody? This is Zack, aka Zacky, creator of Giant Light Radio and more podcasts on the website zack.coffee. That's ZACK.COFFE. Alright, guys, we're going to do a little quick update for Monday, aka lundi, Mars 17th, 2025, which is today. I'm going to go through these real quick because it's up on the website. I've gone through a week in advance for you guys while I'm on my trip to France. Everything's going well so far. I'm just trying to get in connection with La French Tech Annecy and La French Tech Grenoble. Annecy was very eager to meet, but the Grenoble seems to be busy, so we're going to stop by there and see what the fuss is about and why they're so busy. French rugby won. They won against Scotland. They won the Cup of Rugby that was held over this past weekend. It was really nice. I don't think Stade Rennais did so well recently, but there was the Classico PSG against Marseille, and Marseille lost, unfortunately. But yeah, that was also a great game. It was not on. I didn't have it on television, but it was on the radio. It was nice to listen to. All right, so like I said, coffee or tea with Zack. I have a little bit of tea here. Okay, let's go ahead and just run through these and call it a day because it is late over here. Okay, America and Ukraine prepare for a brutal negotiation. This is from The Economist, great article that was a little while back, and I believe that today Trump and Putin is going to be on a phone call, so very important stuff. Next article we have is Putin's brainwashing of Ukrainians into Russians even a crime? Occupying forces are trying to rob Ukrainians of their language, culture, and identity. 1843 Mag. Be sure to check out that article. Very important. Up next, by The Economist podcast, Donald Trump's trade policy chaos. A lot to digest over here. It's very tumultuous. Up next, I see that I did not include an article by the Economist Intelligence Unit, so be sure to go to Twitter and check out the EIU to check out their latest post. It's always a very important website to check out. I've always said that I like Simon Baptiste at that organization, so it would be nice if he were to return there. Up next, how to build your own AI assistant. This is an article by Harvard Business Review. Check it out. After that, we have an article by BBC News. Syrians describe terror as Alawite families killed in their homes. Very, very, very sad. The bond market's Trump trade is looking like a recession trade by Bloomberg. This is very, very scary because Trump is. This market's crashed by like $5 trillion because under Trump, because people knew that Trump would not be a good president for the economy, the U.S. economy. So the market seemed to be okay today, but all last week it was very, very scary. Up next, Muslims attend First Friday prayers of Ramadan al-Aqsa Mosque by Reuters. Check it out. After that, we have an article by Al Jazeera News. Israel to cut electricity supplies to Gaza. Truce talks expert to restart. Afterwards, we have an article by Afghanistan International. Afghan, Pakistani, and tribal Algeria agrees on temporary ceasefire at Torkham border. Very important. From Politico, Trump won't rule out a recession in 2025. This is nonsense. This is why it was important to elect Kamala Harris instead, and now we're gonna be stuck with a recession because of Trump. Up next, can Ukraine and America survive Donald Trump? This is by New Yorker. Very important read. Who knows if we're gonna survive those two idiots? Up next, The Verge. Some nice upgrades for Apple's best gadgets plus in this week's installer. A fantastic new co-op game, a new Daredevil show, a Twitter doc, Dig, and much more. This is by The Verge. Yeah, so some really exciting stuff. I don't know which day of the week I mentioned this or not, but there's a new episode of Dig Nation from South by Southwest. Be sure to watch it. And those guys are bringing Dig back, so it's really great. It's amazing that all the fans kept pushing to bring the Dig Nation show back under the reboot, and now they're even going to do the Dig website again. This is great. Up next, the harrowing lives of animal researchers. Science depend on animal testing, but the work comes at a steep hidden cost. This is very important. You know, those scientists, the researchers, they work with animal testing, and it can be very difficult for them to do that. It's on box. How to stop doom scrolling by TechCrunch. Read that article. After that, one article by MIT Technology Review, Inside the Wild West of AI Companionship. Should read that out. 5 actions to take now ahead of a possible recession by Business Insider. Definitely should read that. And now we have a great article about an event at La French Tech. I think it's at La French Tech Annecy. If it is, it's the 25th. I don't know if I can make it because it's around the day that I'll be flying back towards the U.S. So I would love to attend, but I might not be able to go there because I'll be heading back to the States. I don't know when my next trip to France is. As you know, it's became very difficult for me where I've been working so hard. I've been making so many jet radios just to get a flight to France. It's been like almost impossible. So I'm really thankful for my dad to take me on this 3 weeks trip to France. We spent some time in Nancy and in Grenoble. It's great so far. I have a little cold right now because of the change in temperature. It went down 40 degrees Celsius. But other than that, I think I'll be in good spirits. Up next, we have an article by LinkedIn. No, that was the article on LinkedIn by Lafrench Tech Alps Annecy. Up next, crews continue to battle wind-driven brush fire on New York's Long Island. This did not get much news. Like a lot of people didn't talk about this, but there were firefighters in New York's Long Island that were fighting fires, and they didn't even make the news. So be sure to check that out. Chaos sweeps coastal Syria. We have to get out of here. This is an article by New York Times. Check it out. Trump refuses to rule out possible recession. There's a period of transition. This is by Huffington Post. The FAA troubles are more serious than you know. By the Atlantic, the issues with the fact that so many air traffic controllers were fired and let go, and it's a big nonsense. They have to come back to work, or else it's going to be a very dangerous situation. Up next, Trump downplaying tariffs concerns could be a gift to Democrats. This is analysis by 538. After that, we have a Palestinian protester arrested by ICE despite green card, lawyer says, Washington Post. By Le Monde France, les politiques français pris de court par le chaos mondial provoqué par Donald Trump. They could read if you speak French. It's also available in English. How to translate a message in Instagram DMs. This is by Mashable. Check it out. 3 signs you're a highly sensitive person by Vice. Trump's vision for America, I am God. The Intercept. This is what's problematic about Trump. He thinks that he's all powerful and all knowing, and it makes things really complicated for everybody else. Why March is Women's History Month in the US by National Geographic. Deadliest phase of fentanyl crisis eases as all states see recovery. This is by NPR. Resistance state tracking California's lawsuit against the new Trump administration by Capricorn News. Up next, Grand Projet, la politique de l'autruche, the Monde diplomatique. 3 years on, what's next for Europe and Ukraine foreign policy. America's eroding air power. Washington must upgrade its fleet of planes, drones, and missiles for foreign affairs. Very important article by foreign affairs. Another article by The Diplomat: Can China's power sector walk the tightrope between decarbonization and marketization? Check it out. Next, Cipher Brief. Always Cipher Brief. If you're at the door, knock, send smoke signals, alarms, whatever. If you have a new article from Cipher Brief, you need me to share it, and it's important because it's on Cipher Brief. I need it. I will post it. I will read it, and I'll say, yes, it's important. We got to talk about this. I know Suzanne Kelly, let's not make fun of her because she's a woman. She's very strong. She knows what she's doing. But ever since her podcast was like 3 months old or 3 years old on Spotify, it really messed up things. When I go on Spotify, I can listen to the podcast France Culture ou France Philo des Affaires étrangères. I can go right there and I can listen to it. But I can't listen to a Cypher Brief podcast on Spotify. You gotta fix that, Susan. Get to work, please. Okay, the article about Cypher Brief is the U.S. pivot to Russia and what will it mean? Expert ask is as the U.S. given Russia too much and too soon? This is a good point, and I was very much adamant about this. I don't like it. I don't like sharing too much things with Russians. It would be bad. It would be very, very bad. Uh, Refer to people that are veterans, people that have been in the business for more than 10, 20, 30, 40 years. They're clashing with the Russians. You can't just pass away technology or message. It's very much against the law. You will get caught in severe repercussion. So I, you know, I know there was a briefing that said, oh yeah, you can ease tension with Russia. Stay adamant. Stay adamant. Listen to former CIA National Director John Brennan. You have Mr. Burns, who was former CIA director, and just about everybody since 2013. Those are pretty good guys. We're in 2025, so that's like over a decade of people that know what they were doing, and they were in place working hard at the CIA. All right. Quantum Magazine article is why do researchers care about small language models? Cool stuff for you guys who are into physics and all that stuff. Check it out. And mathematics. Okay, so yeah, very great thing about today being Monday because we have a release date for Death Stranding 2 on the beach. It's June 26, 2025. It's about 100 days from now. You can pre-order the game starting today, Monday, March 17th at 10 a.m. So I hope you enjoyed if you were able to pre-order the game. I unfortunately cannot afford it. I don't have $80 in my PayPal or my bank account, so I have to wait until I get back stateside, and I'll find a way to pre-order it because apparently if you pre-order it, you can play the game 48 hours in advance, which would be fun. Okay, guys, that's it for me tonight. I don't want to stay up talking because people are sleeping, and the walls are very thin here. But I'm here. I'm all right. I'm in France, just enjoying and hopefully trying to find work. I've been trying to find work in the States, but no one seems to want to give me a paycheck. So they're expecting me to just work for free. So I just left the States for a couple of weeks, and lo and behold, everything would start tanking down, and even markets are realizing how bad things can be when Zack Technology LLC is not around. So as you can see, I'm not asking for a lot here. I'm just asking for a modest sports wagon. That's sedan. That's all I'm asking for. I just want this car. I want that car, and I just want to drive between San Francisco and Sacramento on a weekly basis, maybe once or twice a week. So I need that, a gas card, and I need a co-op office, one in Sacramento and then one in San Francisco. That's what I'm asking for. I'm not asking you for the moon, and I'm definitely not asking for the 5 trillion that pretty much crashed the economy last week. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking for just a car. It's that simple. So before you did not take me seriously, so now I'm wearing my French rugby shirt, and everyone who knows me from the French rugby shirt, how I like to get people pumped up, just like that episode of Fumo Panic, Fumo Fu, episode 7, where Sagara Sosuke got the whole squad of rugby excited and demolished and beat everybody else and won the tournament. Okay. Big shout out to Stade Rennais. I wish I could stop by Rennes on my trip, but I can't this one, so hopefully the next one. But au revoir à tout le monde, et puis j'imagine que je ferai une autre vidéo en français plus tard. I'll try to do a French video in French. Not a video in French later at a later time. Okay? Alright, bye everybody. Everything's on the website, Zack.coffee. And everybody in the military, everywhere, I'm wearing my Psycho Japan watch, don't worry. Started here. let's reset. Let's let's just say that don't worry. As soon as I get back to the States, I'll do some more videos about Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Battlefield 2042, and Ghost Recon Breakpoint DLC, Operation Motherland. I'll be back. Okay. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.